Bite or two, why banana? You don't like that one, okay. I write 40 power?
No.
You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here, let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
Great smiles come from Vibeto Orthodontics. Vibeto Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibetoOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibeto Orthodontics.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
There's programs and teams in the state of North Dakota that are known as powerhouses. And there's programs and teams in the state of North Dakota that are recognized and known as dynasties. Tonight we see one of those programs. It's the Century Patriots that come to Minot to take on the Magents from Minot High. Good evening, volleyball fans. Welcome in to tonight's PSP Network broadcast presentation of high school volleyball here on the PSP Network. This is our Shields pregame show. I'm Nick Holberg, joined tonight by former standout volleyball player, Hall of Famer, Dr. Melissa Spelchin joins us here tonight as always. Doc, great to see you. How are you tonight? Are you ready for some high school volleyball?
I'm well, Nick. Nice to see you, and I am ready.
Should be a big one here tonight for both of these programs. My first question out of the gate for you here tonight. In a situation like this where Century comes in at 16-1, there's no question who the top dog in the state of North Dakota is. West Fargo Cheyenne might want to argue that point, I guess, here. But in the West region, the case has been settled on who the top dog is. Minot High comes into tonight at 7-10. How do you approach this game? First of all, if you're the Century Patriots who are favored to win in a big way here tonight, what is your approach coming to Minot here tonight to take on a team that currently sits number 7 in the West region?
For Century, you just want to give it to your big players and let them execute. Let them be at their best. And if they are, then it could be a short night. From Minot's perspective, though, Nick, everybody on the floor should be a competitor. And when you're a competitor, it doesn't matter who you're playing, you want to win. And why not come out and shock the state? I would look at it as an opportunity. Shock the state. But what needs to happen for Minot High is that they're going to have to execute every part of the volleyball game well. Okay? Maybe not perfect, but well. And that's every aspect, from serve receive to serving to the setters have to have the sets on so that the hitters can do a bunch of things, because it's obvious Century is amazing in their blocking statistics, in their digging statistics. So Minot High really has to play all aspects of the game well to do well tonight.
Minot High seems to have struggled a bit throughout this season. Again, coming in at 4-6 in the West region with that consistency, not only throughout the season, but from set to set with inside the match. I know it's obviously been a conversation with Jesse Gertson, the head coach of the Magents, coming to this point in the season. How do you fine-tune those things throughout the year? I mean, is it preaching? Is it somebody stepping up? Is it just a changing and learning of times? Or how do you approach that? And what do you hope to see out of Minot High here tonight?
You know, that's a great observation by you, Nick. What I'm seeing from Minot High is that they are slow to get going in a match, right? The last 2 matches, right, they're down 0-2. You can't do that tonight against, like you said, a powerhouse team. They have to come out. What you're preaching is, look, you guys need to come out. You know you can play well. It's obvious. You won the last match. But you need to come out with that energy from point 1. And do not wait around. Because a team like Century, obviously they're going to smell blood immediately. If they have teams playing with a team like that, like if I'm Century, and I haven't really been on a whole lot of teams that have been dominant like Century has been, maybe a couple times when I was on a provincial team in Saskatchewan, if someone's playing with you, you get a little nervous. You know, it's almost like how I can relate it for you, Nick, here with hockey. Like, you think about how Team Canada is always number 1 going to World Juniors, right? But they always seem to struggle in the big games is because they're expected to win. And when the game gets to the middle of the second period, right, or the third period, and they're not in the lead, things start to shake a little bit. So if Minot High if they could come out and win the first set, that'd be great, okay? But I want them to compete all the way through, no matter what the score is, against Century.
Century's a team here on our Shields pregame show, by the way, that brings you the pregame show here tonight. They offer clothing, footwear, and gear for all your passions, from fishing to fashion. Shields is dedicated to offering you the best retail experience. Find them in Minot and Bismarck. Can't forget to do our name read here for Shields tonight. Too much to talk about in this showdown. And the Century Patriots team, they have so many athletes that you go down the list and look at here. And when we get ready for tonight's matchup, number 4 in the West region in kills, Logan Nisley. In digs, Nisley and Fitterer sit number 2 and 3. in assists. Ding, number 4 in the West region. That block category, Bauman and Lee sit number 1 and 2, and this stat sheet is full to the brim for Century on girls that have digs and kills and blocks and service aces. Tonight, however, they're without Claire Bauman, one of their senior middle hitters tonight, the 6-foot-tall middle for Century. What will that factor be like here tonight? Did Minot High capitalize on that anyway without Claire Bauman, one of the best blockers in the state of North Dakota, out of the matchup here tonight?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm a hitter for Minot High, I'm kind of like chomping at the bit here to go up against the blockers without Bauman on the floor, right? For Century, it seems, me watching them in warm-up, they have many players that they can put in to fill the spot, I guess, for the match tonight while Bauman's out. And I'm sure Bauman, as a leader for her team, is cheering on whoever is going to step in for her and providing motivation.
Time to take a look right now at the other matchups across the West region tonight. They're delivered tonight by our friends at the UPS store on South Broadway in Minot. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, Saturdays 8:30 to 3. The UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. Williston's at Turtle Mountain tonight. Bismarck High is at St. Mary's. That's a big one because we'll look at the standings in a minute as well. Legacy Jamestown is a huge one tonight as well. That game in Jamestown. Yeah. And Dickinson is at Mandan tonight also. Let's take a look right now and transition into the standings. And where you see Century number 1, no surprise in the conference. They're unbeaten at 10-0, 16-1 overall in the year. They lost their second set of the year to West Fargo Cheyenne in the East First West Showdown, and some games that took place at the start of the season. Probably one that Century looks at and says, well, we're not too worried about it, having that blemish on our record that early on. Legacy has 1 loss on the year. It came to Century last Thursday night. 3-1 Century beat them. Jamestown's number 3 at 10-2. And Bismarck High at 9-3 is number 4. Then it kind of falls off just a bit. St. Mary's is 5. Dickinson is 6. Minot is 7. Minot at 4-6. Dickinson at 4-5. Those two teams are going to match up next on the schedule for Minot High. Watford City moves up to 8. Williston number 9. Mandan 10. Turtle Mountain number 11. The importance of tonight, not just in this one here for both of these teams, but when you look at Bismarck High and St. Mary's, that's a battle of 4 and 5. You look at Legacy and Jamestown, that's a battle of 2 and 3. Big night in volleyball in West Region play.
Yeah, there's definitely some big matches happening tonight. And really, I think at this point in the season, some jockeying for some intimidation factor as you move towards, I guess it would be WDA regionals, right? And then the state tournament. So I think people are getting teams are getting a good feel, and now is the time to kind of capitalize on you being kind of already cohesive now. Yep.
Just about showtime here tonight. I'm jacked for this one. It should be fun here tonight at Minot High's Gymnasium Magic City campus. Time for the presentation of the colors and our national anthem as we salute our great country, the United States of America. Presentation of the colors and the national anthem tonight brought to you by Roger Ward Moving and Storage.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Ladies and gentlemen, Caden Turnbow again for Minot High football He does a fantastic job, doesn't he?
Yeah, and God bless that very low voice, Nick.
I love it.
It is special, let me tell you. As a person who has sung the anthem probably 1,000 times, that is a unique voice right there, so good for him.
Does a great job. Pink Night tonight here at Minot High, a fundraiser for all of the families that need assistance with some financial assistance if they have somebody in the family battling cancer. A cause tonight here at Magic City Campus Gymnasium. We're going to take a step aside one final time. When we come back, we'll get set for the opening serve. It's the #1 Patriots taking on #7 Minot High tonight in West Region Volleyball.
I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
The gym's at volume here tonight, and we are set and ready for a showdown with the Century Patriots and Minot High Majettes here tonight. Nick Holberg and Dr. Melissa Spelchin on the call on the PSP Network. Thanks for spending your Tuesday night with us here in the Magic City on the PSP Network. We get set and ready for the showdown here tonight. More games this week, by the way. Coming up later this week, Scotty K Show is on tomorrow night.
Whoa.
Live from the Spicy Pie. That's always fun when Scotty K's on the air.
There's a legend right there, Scotty Cattell.
Thursday, Minot High Swimming is at home against Mandan. We'll have coverage of that. Friday, a tripleheader. Bishop Ryan's at Velva. Century's at Legacy. Bismarck High at Minot for high school football. And that is our schedule for the week on the PSP Network. Right now, you're locked and loaded and tuned in to Minot High Century, a girls' high school volleyball tonight. Once again, Century coming into tonight at 16-1 overall. Cheyenne, the only team to beat them in game number 2 of the year. They're 10-0 in the West. Minot High at 7-10 overall, 4-6 in the West region. Minot High currently sitting 7th in the WDA. Century #1. Unanimously there. Minot High's in pink tonight with the cause of raising some funds for cancer and families that battle that disease. Century's in blue tonight. And we are underway from Magic City campus. Minot High early on with an attack that's going to land in, and Avery Lundy's got the kill.
Yeah, really nice start, Nick, for Minot High. A really wonderful serve by Duffner, and then a free ball that was given back. Great pass by Czar, great set by Duffner, and great kill by Lundy. I got all the names down there. That was fast.
Back-to-back points for the Majettes as that one lands in for the service ace.
Yeah, and if you recall Thursday night, right, the difference in that match and kind of the switch, there were a few energy switches, but serving by Duffner and Falcon really made a difference. So here comes Duffner off the serve.
Dropped into the back row, and that's causing some trouble for Century, and it's going to be 3 straight points for the Majettes. And how about Duffner from the back row? She's coming up big early on tonight here for Minot High.
Yeah, and she has served 3 straight times to Fridley. So Fridley's got to be ready for the ball here.
14 service aces coming into tonight. Adds 2 more to her resume here, and hello, Century's awake and living. Quinn Coast comes up with her first kill of the match.
Yep, nice kill by Quinn. I would say, the block, again, Minot High's block is going to have to be on and get touches so that the defense can get to the ball.
Century has size. They've got skill, they've got athletes. That's why they're the defending state champions and region champions. Big block at the front for Minot High, and that point is going to be huge for the Majettes.
Yeah, that's a confidence booster right there with Lundy and Leah Walter coming together for a double block out of the middle.
Blocking has been something that Minot High has struggled with on the season. When you go against a team like Century, that on the record books and in the stats and standings in North Dakota and in the West region as the top 2, and you don't have anyone in the top 10 inside of the West region, that's a category that needs some improvement. There's a kill and some points for Century.
Yeah, and I think that's just being active, the best way I can put it. So you don't want to, as a middle player or a power player, you don't want to be coming in and just blocking. You want to get the ball and have some offense too. So I think Minot High needs to distribute the ball offensively more maybe to their middles so that their middles are a little more active and then have a little more jump when they go up to block. But I got to tell you right now, impressed with Minot High's energy in set 1. Coming out of the gates hot.
Nwankwo's in after she impressed last week, and Nwankwo comes up with her first kill of the contest here tonight.
Yeah, I think we mentioned it at the end of the last match. I would be shocked if she didn't start. She started tonight. So nice job by Coach Gertsen for listening to the PSP Network broadcast. I know he didn't. I know he made a great coaching decision.
5-3 Minot High on top. It's always fun from up here in the booth to share those thoughts and those moves. I know that coaches across the West region from time to time with the hockey broadcasts over the last 10 years for me. Do you think that was your idea or ours? Get a big smile and say, well, I'm pretty sure I told it to you after the last one.
That's a really nice kill by Czar for those of you who are watching, and just so I'll label it. A great shot, and it went off the Century block out. That's a huge confidence booster for a hitter, and obviously she's wiping off the block, so that's awesome for her.
By the way, Janice and Sydney Girding tonight are the officials. That ball goes right into the hands of Janice, who's on the tower here tonight. It's a mother and daughter combination.
That's right, and she had some skill there catching that ball.
She sure did.
Saskatoon, Saskatchewan native there, Janice Girding.
Recognized as official of the year last year in state of North Dakota for volleyball. Great job and congratulations again to her. Daughter following in her footsteps. 6-4, Minot on top, set 1. Century's going to register the points and in with the kill. Quinn Coast again has another one. 23 coming into tonight. She's been more powerful probably with 67 digs, 16 aces, 9 blocks, but the 156 assists on the year for her really highlights her stat line. This one sent over from Fridley. To the back, here comes a free pass from Lundy. On a tee from Coast, big smash over the net. Points are registered, and scoring there was Addie Kleeman.
Yeah, and I gotta say, Quinn Coast, right? Setter for Century, or at least one of them. Really, she's a nice height for a setter. Usually we're around 5'6.5" to 5'9". I don't know what she is on the stat sheet, but she's got a nice height for a setter. You are more of an offensive threat with the height as a setter.
We saw last week in the matchup with Williston, their center had a jump set that really kind of threw Minot High for a loop. Talked about that in the pregame here tonight. Some of the technique and the X factor of that in high school volleyball especially.
Yeah, if you consistently jump set, right, and if the other team is not paying attention to where you're at, and if you can get blockers to go up with you when you are jump setting out of the back row, that proves well for your offense. And then obviously you're a threat for the dump when you're front row as a setter.
Speak of threats, and you look at, I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but Century, again, with what they've got, they have so many girls that could do so many different aspects of the game. There's one of them right there, Eden Fridley, multiple sport athlete at Century, big-time player on the basketball floor, big-time on the volleyball court as well. It's her 81st kill of the year. I have to tell you, after last Thursday night when we had the conversation about our days and the nice weather that we've had here in September into October, I took a self-assessment day for myself.
You did?
I did, yeah. Are you proud of me?
I am so proud of you, Nick. What did you do on your self-assessment day?
Well, I got the opportunity to go with the Planet Pizza Boys to Varden Golf Club and
The Muellers, good stuff.
play a little golf.
Awesome. Beautiful day in North Dakota again today.
Awesome. That one's up, and the block at the net was there from Minot High, but it goes out of bounds. And the points are registered for the Pats as Backman scores. 37th kill for her on the year, and it's 10-8.
Wow. What I'm noticing for both teams is they're both executing well. Not seeing a lot of errors in play, so that's good for both teams.
Minot High student section is here tonight. One of the best student sections in the entire WDA for high school basketball. That one's going to hit the upright tower, is that right?
The upright tower. Yes, the antenna.
The antenna,
closest
thank you.
to the head referee, Janice Girding. The great Janice Girding. When that ball either goes on the outside of that antenna or hits that antenna, that is out. Out of bounds. Just like some of your golf balls probably today at the Varden.
I only lost 2 of them somehow, some way. Taken from the back here from Minot High. Set from the front row from Dig. Powered over.
There's a chance here.
Fridley back to back. Back row brought up from Fitterer. The barrel from Minot High, and it's going to be touched too many times from Century. And Minot High ties it at 10.
Do you feel the energy difference in this place right now too? You know, it's funny when like you said, a powerhouse comes to town, how just the energy changes. Especially when both teams are playing really well.
We haven't seen the energy this high in Magic City Campus's gymnasium yet this year. I think that's a pretty fair statement, yes. Minot High leads 11-10 now.
Yeah, Duffner back to serve again. Probably, I don't know, she might be the best server on Minot High's team right now for me.
Up front it comes. This one's pushed way deep. That one might have been going deep. Sanders kept it alive, and then it was Czar that sent it over. Fridley. Boom.
Yeah. Fridley, is that like Fred Fridley, like a long-time UMary coach?
Yes, it sure is. He's sitting right next to you, actually.
Yeah. Wow, okay. So obviously athleticism runs in the family.
The bloodline is there.
Yeah. Thank you.
You bet.
Look at that.
Wow, what a kill that was. Nowonko goes up and powers it down. Minot High has found a gem in Nowonko. She comes up with a big kill. Minot takes the lead back at 12-11.
Yeah, talk about boom.
Minot's got some mojo tonight. Front row it comes. Off of Walter. Century keeps it alive. They smash it across and kill as Logan Nisley is on the board for the first time here tonight, according to my notes. 107 kills, 11.8 per match for Nisley. Want to talk about an athlete? She's one of them.
Oh, she's the one going to Nebraska, Nick?
That is correct.
For basketball?
Arguably the best basketball player in the West region.
Oh, wow, okay, cool.
Yeah, when you come out of Bismarck, North Dakota, going to Nebraska, signed as a junior, at the end of your junior basketball year, you know something's going right for you. And Nisley's one of those players that has been fantastic, and she's got herself a block there at the net, and another stat for her stat line tonight.
Yeah, I'd be probably looking for a timeout from Coach Gertson here if we don't get a side out on this play.
Here's Lundy. Lundy's got some power on it.
Yeah, and she's second on the team in kills per match. I'm seeing some aggression from her tonight that I saw towards the end of Thursday night's match. Look for her to continue that in Minot High to be successful.
Up to the front row it comes. Nisley's got the motor turning now, and Nisley's got another point here for Century. And the Pats lead 15-13 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
What is Nisley's basketball position? Do you know what she plays?
I'm not sure if she's a guard or a forward.
Okay.
I think she's a forward, if I'm not mistaken. Century's basketball program is kind of like their volleyball, where they've been the queens for quite a while. Minot High dethroned them last year in a matchup that nobody thought that Minot High was going to even be able to hang in. They played in the West Region Championship match, and Minot High got beat up pretty good, and then a week later at the state tournament, Minot High returned the favor and kind of shocked North Dakota.
Yeah, that was a very memorable, maybe the most memorable win for Minot High female basketball ever.
First one since 1978, so I would be with you on that statement.
What were you doing in 1978, Nick?
I was.
Oh, wait.
I wasn't quite around yet.
Oh, I was really bothering my parents in 1978.
The glory days. 17-13, Pats are on top. It's high school volleyball here on the PSP Network.
Fire damage, Agent Fred Iron. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
We're back in.
1978. Some good music back in those days, though, wasn't there? You gotta appreciate that time.
Yeah, the world was dealing with the passing of Elvis, and we obviously lost Loretta Lynn today, too. There's a legend that we lost in the music world. Coal miner's daughter. Fist City was a great song. The Pill, a song that was way before its time.
Coolio last week and Loretta Lynn this week. Hate to hear it. Century on top, 17-13. Here in this West Region showdown tonight.
Yeah, and if you're just joining us, both teams are executing well. Probably in the last 5 points, Century's just they're playing with a little bit more power offensively. They're going up and they are crushing some balls, and so Minot High has to A, get some touches on the block, and B, get some big digs.
Nisley powers it over, and she's got another kill. Century's about to turn the corner. It's 19-13. Century is so good, and when we talk about the Patriots having the depth that they have and so much opportunity to have replacement players come in and just pick the pieces up where left off. Here's one of those players right there that tries to score. That's Addie Clemene that comes in tonight here for Claire Bauman, who's not in the lineup for the Patriots. She's got a pair of kills to her name here tonight. They never rebuild, they just reload in high school volleyball. Big smash to the back. Kept alive. Nowonko, far corner. Up front it comes, tipped over the net. Count the points for Clemene, and she's got 2 more.
Yeah, really, really smart play by Clemene out of the middle. They're a beautiful tip when the power hitter comes to the middle, right on the defensive side. And you go to her spot with that tip as the offensive player. That's a really great play. What I need to see here is Zoe Czar's getting really a one-person block. She needs to start swinging away, maybe limit those change-up shots that she's doing and just start going up and wailing some balls and, again, trying to intimidate a little bit.
Czar, a player that on the season tried to break out of a little bit of a slump coming into the Williston matchup. I think it's fair to say that maybe she did that last Thursday night. 11.2 kills per match, 90 total on the year. The offense kind of ran through her for the most part to the early portion of the season as far as the offensive production on the kill category.
Yeah, and I got to say overall, Minot High's keeping balls in. That's not their issue right now. A little bit struggling a little bit on serve receive. The passing, like this one, the passing isn't where it needs to be, and then you're giving free balls back to a really amazing offensive team here.
Big kill
and then
again.
that's the result, Nick, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you put that on a tee for Logan Disley. There isn't going to be many times that she doesn't convert. She does there. Hey, by the way, tonight's broadcast brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts in North Dakota. It's Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online, northernplains.com. No other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains. Another kill, 22-13. Pat's on top.
Yeah, Minot High's got to get some sort of touches on the block. Something to slow down that offensive attack. It's hard for a digger to take a ball without any sort of removal of the speed of it. That's what you want from a block, right? Is to slow it down so that you can get to it and set up your offense. Right now, really, Century is just kind of swinging away and having no resistance with their offensive attack.
Just missed on the service attempt there. 23-14. Pats are on top of the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Your life is busy. We'll make managing your money easy with locations in locations in North Dakota and Arizona, Visit BNC Bank at bnc.bank. Block at the net from the Bajats, but it goes out of bounds.
Good effort there.
Have to tell you, I think that might be the straw that broke the camel's back. I might need to get my eyes checked because I know how to read. That's a couple in a row here.
You had a self-assessment day. You took a personal mental health day, which I appreciate. And maybe, the eyes need a little check after your golf prowess at the Varden.
Might have to go see Dr. Jason Bradley at Century Eyewear. 24-14. Serve probe. Set point. Pats try to put it away here. Minot keeps it alive. Sanders to Czar. That one's going to fall in. Hit the tape on the top of the net. And Czar got some help there. 24-15. Century on top.
Did you see how quickly, though? It was 12-12. It was 13-12, 14-12. And then how quickly Century ran away with it? Just quietly, but just with that kind of offense, right?
Big time smash there from Eden Fridley. The smile on her face says it all as she comes over to the Century sidelines. Century takes set number 1 here tonight. They lead 1 set to none on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. This is North Dakota High School Volleyball here on the PSP Network.
Your business or your home, across the town or across the country, we know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Century leads Minot 1-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard here tonight. We play 5 sets tonight if needed. First one of 3 set victories will take home the region points and victory here tonight. Century's in blue, Minot High's in pink. If you're just joining us, Nick Holberg, Dr. Melissa Spelchin on the call here tonight from Magic City Campus's gymnasium. Minot came out in the first set here tonight and had some mojo. They had Century on the ropes just a bit from time to time in that opening set. A teeter-totter match, if you will. And then Century just kind of unhooked the plow and took off. What was your assessment of that first set of volleyball tonight?
You know, really impressed with both teams and their execution, up to 15 points, definitely for Minot High. And then Century just ran away with it offensively. What they did was they put pressure on Minot High's service heat, and then they were getting essentially free balls back, and then their offense just started crushing balls. And really, again, that's, if you don't have touch on the block, it's tough for your diggers to get at anything. And so look for Minot High to be better on the block, better on defense, and hopefully continue to serve aggressively, which that's been kind of a difference maker for Minot High. I thought they were in that first set because of their serving.
You talk about trying to dig that ball up and be able to do anything with it to your setter. When there's that much velocity on it, I mean, really, it's a skill level thing at that point. It has to be almost, or is it almost impossible to touch a kill like Nisley's been putting down here tonight with the spots that she's picked and that velocity?
You know, really good question, but really it's all about your technique and you getting to the spot that is outside of what the block is supposed to cover. And that's why it's so important that the block gets a touch and or they play their position, because the defensive player should be in the spot that the block isn't. If you're there and you're in front of it and your technique's good, Nick, like you can pick up any ball that's hit hard at you. Anything. That's not the issue. The issue is that the block is not getting any touch. And if the defensive player from Minot High is getting to the spot that they need to, and the block isn't covering their area, and that's where the kill's going, I mean, it's tough. That's tough, because then the velocity does matter. How hard that ball's coming down, it's hard for you to move from where you're supposed to be defensively.
Nisley got up and put that one down. It was Nwankwo from Minot High that got up to block it. Didn't have the net sealed that time, and it fell in for the point.
You're learning.
3-3 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot High's in pink uniforms here tonight. There's a big kill for Minot High as Mackenzie Dumpner comes up with the kill. Minot's in the pink tonight. Cancer night tonight here at Magic City Campus's gymnasium, and a fundraiser here to raise funds for families that have travel expense.
Yeah, Nick, if you don't mind if I talk about that just a little bit, it's obviously Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so I just want to give a shout out and lots of support from the PSP network to all those persons who have survived breast cancer and their families who have fought with them. And that's through obviously, you know, appointments and chemo and radiation and medication that impacts and has all kinds of symptoms. So I want to give a shout out to those people, including my mom, Donna Elaine Solomon Spelchin, who survived breast cancer in 2000 and uterine cancer in 2014. So shout out to her. And then obviously to all those people all those family members who have lost someone they love to breast cancer. Our thoughts are with you. And kudos to Minot High and the girls volleyball team for raising some money and some awareness. And obviously to all those who are listening, make sure you get your regular mammograms and make sure you take care of yourself and your family. Big block there for Zara and Van Bibber, which is going to be really important.
Big time for Zara. Thank you for that, by the way.
Yeah, you bet, Nick. And I obviously want to give you some time to discuss, you know, cancer, how it's impacted your family, and when you're ready.
Yeah, obviously not a fun one by any means. My mom's battled and won that fight. She's listening tonight as well. Love you, Mom. Thanks for tuning in. Special night for a lot of people inside this gymnasium here tonight. Goosebumps on the arms talking about that stuff.
Love you, Nick's mom, too.
7-4. Minot High's on top. She's rooting for the Magents tonight. I can guarantee you that. They've got themselves in a dogfight here with Century in set number 2, with Century leading 1 set to none, and they're going to score 4 more here. It's 8-4, Minot High on top.
Yeah, and again, they're executing well here, but they can't be satisfied, right? Put the pedal down now. Keep executing properly, keep serving aggressively.
Back row to serve for Minot High. This is Taylor Falcon. That one fell off a table, dropped in on a tee, and then it's going to be free passed over. Minot High scores the point.
Volleyball gods came through there because the setter on that first play hit the net. That was missed by the referees, but the point went to Minot High as it should.
Jamie Zastapil calls the timeout here for Century. Minot High leads by 5 on the PNC National Bank scoreboard. Century's up 1 set to none.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
Well, we come back to Magic City Campus's gymnasium, where Taylor Falcon just put an ace on the board here for Minot High, leading by 6 now at 10-4. Front row trying to turn the favor was Nisley. Falcon dug it up, then Czar sends it across. Fridley back to the front. That one going deep. Sanders kept it alive. Sent back over the net here from Minot High's Palmer.
Really good volleyball being played here.
Czar across. That was kind of a little curveball changeup,
yeah,
maybe.
She didn't mean to do that, but that's a good result from a miss hit. I'm sure, again, you probably had a couple of those today on the golf course.
Yes.
I don't know.
The good miss.
The good miss, yeah. I'm sure Zoe Czar is the kills leader for Minot High, and I think, what is she in the state, or in the WDA?
Currently number 7 in the West region.
Yeah, and that's before stats from last week, right?
Correct.
Yeah, she needs to step up big here for Minot High.
Minot High up 12-4 right now, and the momentum that the Magets have at this point in this match. It's set number 2, trailing by 1 here tonight. This is a huge portion of tonight's volleyball matchup in the West region, as Minot High can see if they can keep their foot on the gas pedal. It would obviously play huge dividends if they want to go more than 3 sets tonight with the Giant.
Excellent job by the front row of Minot High for blocks. They got a touch with Van Bibber and Czar on that first attack by Century. And then, who's my 14? Emma Palmer and Van Bibber with a great block out of the middle. Minot High is rolling here. This is a big character test here for Minot High, right? You don't be pinching yourself. You deserve to be here. You deserve to be winning. Put the pedal down and get this win in the second set.
I was just going to say, keep the foot on the gas pedal, the energy up. Minot leads 13-4 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
But Jets are on top. Century calls a timeout. Minot High's going to keep the ball alive as this place comes to volume.
Yeah, great dig by Lundy. Ooh, hit the net. Net violation by Century on that attack. That's a big point. And that's really frustrating as a offensive player. Just so you know, Nick Holberg.
Clamede had what looked to be a monster kill. Minot High ended up with the point on the play of the net violation. Now Century's got back-to-back. I'm sorry, Century's going to get the ball back, I should say, and it's 14-5.
Yeah, really excellent spot put to position 1 by the Century player on a set. Nice job.
By the way, if you're looking for personal or business insurance and have personal or business insurance needs, Hub International Insurance is the leading North American insurance brokerage. Contact Josh Cattell or Michael Borman at Hub International Insurance for all your personal and business insurance needs. 355-3100. It's Hub International Insurance.
Really great volleyball being played here by both teams again. And you know, Minot High with a lead like this, really what you just need to do is play consistently. Nothing flashy, right? When you have your chance, pounce. But if you obviously side out, you win the set, the rest of the match, or the rest of the set, so.
Big block at the net that time from Fridley. Well, Minot High was up 14-4. Did Century claw back in this one? Minot High scores another point there to make it 15-6. They still have to be pretty aggressive, though, on the temperature scale, obviously, right?
For Minot High or for, I mean, Century obviously has to. But Minot High, I mean, they are just blocking so well this set. And then when they don't have a block, they have a good dig. They're really playing well. Yep. All the transition, it's just working really well. I'm really seeing a Minot High team here that is different than I've seen in the, how many matches have we done? Is this our 4th together?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember every single one.
Shell puts that down. Yeah, I would agree 1,000%. I don't remember a time that the gym's been this loud for Minot High, or the time that Minot High's played this well here tonight. Century's going to make a substitution, and in comes Kilburn. Checking out was Coast. 17-6, but Jets on top.
Nice aggressive serve by Reagan Terrell from Minot High.
Here's Lundy. Blocked, dug back up from Terrell. That one comes over from Palmer at the net, tipped over, and there was Fridley and Nisley, and a little curveball, if you will.
Well, what's great there is the block did exactly what they needed to do, and that was just a really athletic play by Fridley, getting up high and just a little baby dump over top of that block. Really even tough for the back row setter to get that ball on a dig.
Free pass coming here. To the front on a tee. Hello, look out. Nice stop came there from Falcon. Minot High's Lundy sends it over and kills.
If you recall me saying earlier in the match, right, like if you're not going to get like touches on blocks, you have to come up with big digs. Well, there was one. Nice job, Taylor Falcon. And remember, every play matters here, right, because it's a point.
Minot High keeps it alive. Century was celebrating, and the Jets keep the ball in play. They end up getting the point anyways. Fridley buries that one home. Well, you don't see that too often. Century was celebrating what they thought was a kill. Minot High kept the ball alive when it should have been down for a point.
Well, I have actually, when we have the time, I have a horror story about celebrating too early before the play was done.
10-point lead for Minot High. Terrell couldn't get that one over. I'd love to hear it. How long of a story is it?
Yeah, it's too long for this one right now. Maybe in between the game 2 and 3.
All right. I'll try not to forget. Terrell to the front. Big block at the net coming there again from the Patriots. And now Century's got some mojo, and look at them start to come alive on the sidelines and on the court as well. Big thanks again to Planet Pizza. They bring you the matchup here tonight on the PSP Network. Serving the Magic City for 25 years. Planet Pizza, 701-852-1700. Try those stuffed breadsticks or a Blue Buffalo pizza today at Planet Pizza. Great volleyball here tonight at set number 2 from the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Lundy across. Fridley had too much on it. Just a bit deep. Century fans are saying that should be ours.
Yeah, there's some touch on the block there. Yep.
Touch on
but
the
I got to
block.
say, I am just seeing some really great defensive play by Minot High. Like Reagan Terrell had a huge dig there. No need to press any panic buttons here. Get a side out.
Heard Minot High student section come alive. They had the Boo Birds out for a quick minute. Nobody said it was going to be friendly when Century and Minot High got together at anything. That one to the back off of Terrell's hands and another kill, and here come the Pats. Minot High is going to call a timeout.
What's the run here? It was, what was it, 18-8 maybe? Was it? So they're on a 4-point run? Maybe a 5-point run there for the listeners, I think.
4 or 5.
Yep. So good timeout by Coach.
Within 6 are the Patriots. 18-12 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard here in set number 2. Again, it's Century with a 1-set-to-none advantage on Minot High here tonight. It's high school volleyball here on the PSP Network.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
Come back to Magic City Campus's gymnasium. There's a net violation on Minot High, and Century's now within 5 at 18-13.
Yeah, Geneva Ding here with a huge run of serves for Century.
Disley kept it alive. Here's Fridley, powers it across, and there's Fridley, scores the point.
Yeah, Minot High in desperate need of a side out. I would say this too. Remember when the score was it was a big spread, I said this is a character building time, right? And we got to see the leaders show up right here.
Well, and you see that on the other side from Century as well, what kind of character they have to battle back from being down 14-4 is the last note that I have of it. Nice play from the Magents on the front row. Points are scored here for Fridley as she puts that home.
And Century is fired up.
Well, the Magents have officially unwoken the giant that is Century here in set number 2.
But they still have the lead, right? You still have the lead, and it's late in the set. Get a side out. Get back to the service line.
Fridley across. Lundy blocked. Sanders sets. Terrell. Big smash.
Yeah, Terrell's played really well.
Minot scores the point.
And Century's block has shown up a little bit more here in this 7-point run. Their serve's been better, right? Putting Minot High on essentially the defense with a bad serve receive pass, and then their block has shown up. But look for Defner to maybe go on a couple-point run here.
Top server for Minot High, coming in with 14 aces into last Thursday's matchup. We don't have the stats updated from last Thursday on the WDA website. We do apologize. Hopefully we can get those for you. I think they update them after tonight's matchup is what usually happens.
So every week kind of thing?
I think that's correct.
Okay.
I know she had a couple against Williston probably as well. Here's a smash across. That scores for Minot High. Has dropped in from Leah Walter on the kill.
Yeah, nice job by Leah Walter. She's kind of been quietly doing little things tonight. You know, she's had a couple digs. She's had a couple blocks, a couple good kills, timely ones. So good for her.
Here comes Nisley. Good luck stopping that howitzer. She buried it home.
Howitzer.
Thing was flying.
Yeah, Minot High's in the lead with a 3-point lead. Just got to side out with the team.
Big block at the net. The front, here's Czar. Oh, off the fingertips for Zoe Czar. And Century's within 2, and Jesse Gertz is going to call a timeout. 20-18, Magents are on top. They've turned the corner. They look for 5 more points. Trying to take a set victory here tonight. It's North Dakota High School Volleyball here on the PSP Network.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you have the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
A set 2 showdown here tonight that has been entertaining. Century climbing back in, Minot High with a 2-point lead. 2018 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Big block at the net.
There's Nwankwo.
Huge for her. Boy, can she get up.
She is probably one of the best verticals that I have seen from Minot High ever. Impressive. And really impressive when she goes up to kill a ball and goes up to block a ball.
Only 5'7", but boy, she could tower up there. 21-19.
We'll see here what Minot High's made of in the final, kind of parts of this set.
Jersey Mike's brings you this showdown tonight and our Player of the Week on the PSP Network. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. Vote for our Player of the Week on the PSP Network Facebook page. Czar couldn't get that one across into the net. It went, and Century's within 1.
Yeah, that was a tough set. That set kind of set up Czar to get blocked on that one. So we need Duffner to put that ball up where the hitter can hit it.
Czar dug it up. She's going to go for the kill. Block at the net. Falls down. Minot High scores 22-20. The Jets on top.
And that's why she leads the team in kills per game, and why she's, in the WJ in the top 8. Right as she gets blocked, and the next ball she gets, she just swings away. Love her energy tonight.
Great serve from the back there that handcuffed the back row from Century. Service ace for Taylor Falcon.
Yeah, and watch, I love this play by the coach for the Patriots. Right, she subs somebody in that is struggling on the pass, or just really to try and get a change on the server.
Jamie Zastapil, 12th season as the head coach of the Patriots. 7 state titles to her name in 12 years. Not a bad winning percentage for her in her time as the head for Bismarck Century. That one goes deep. Minot High's just found themselves knocking on the door of set point, brought to you by Serve Pro. 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration at Serve Pro. And they're going to take one here as the service ace is there. Taylor Falcon back to back, and Minot High takes set number 2,
25-20, Nick Hulberg. I got you on that one.
20, thank you.
And really, wow, what a set.
Great set.
That was really, well, that was a lot of volleyball, right? With Minot High up 18-7. 18-7, I think it was at some point. Century coming back into the set, but really a great character win for Minot High. And they did so really based off of aggressive serving there at the end. Taylor Falcon stepping up with her service, having her last 3 serves, 2 of 3 aces.
1-1 here in the best of 5 tonight's high school volleyball on the PSP Network.
He has been here for over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
One set to one as we enter set number 3 here on the PSP Network. Nick Holberg and Dr. Melissa Spelchin on the call here tonight. BNC Bank scoreboard again, 1-1 at the end of 2 sets. Boy, Minot High really had some momentum there. Century came clawing back, and Minot High did what they had to hang on for a victory. Kind of put the foot on the gas pedal at the end and buried it home to make it 1-1. Your thoughts on set 2 here tonight?
Yeah, really nice job. For me, again, the biggest character that was built there was the fact that they were ahead big. They almost lost the big lead, but finished that second set with a win. That was the biggest character. Not that they are, you know, the underdog here and that they beat the big powerhouse. It was them showing a lot of character by having the lead, losing the lead, and then finishing the set with really good serving. And again, you know, and Duffner here, right, starts off with a great serve and a nice, I think it was a block by Minot High.
It sure was.
Thank you.
Nwankwo, I think, was the one maybe that had the credit up on the front row. On a tee. Nwankwo put it up. That one's going to fall onto the tape, but Minot High is going to get the points on the net violation.
A couple things I want to talk about here. Do you see what a difference it makes when a server puts pressure on the serve receive? And really, that's been the change in the game, is that Century has struggled with serve receive passing because Minot High's serve has been much more aggressive. And then secondly, when a hitter like Nwankwo goes up to swing, you as a blocker, like, you're just hoping your timing is right. You can do all the technique and all the things, right, in a regular timing schedule that you have as a blocker. But when she's jumping twice as high as every other hitter, it's really tough. So kudos to her and kudos to the coach for putting her in and keeping her in, because I think she's a difference maker. It might not be a lot, but it is just these little energy moments that's giving the team big boosts when they need them.
Nwankwo went up and put the hands on it, but it was Disley with the kill. Well, on each side here tonight, there's some hitters that I don't think I'd like to play against. I would be scared to get hit in the face. I'm not even trying to be a funny guy on that one. I mean, some of these are moving and grooving here tonight. Lundy puts it over. There goes Disley to the back corner, kept alive from Lundy. Nwankwo didn't get all that one that she wanted it. It's 3-3 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, 1-1 here in set 3.
Yeah, Nwankwo wants to keep that ball in, but honestly, I probably would have gone outside with that set to Zara on that play.
Zara goes into the net on the kill opportunity. Big thanks again tonight to all those sponsors that you see on the PSP Network, including our friends at Premier Chiropractic. They're focused on improving the health of Minot and the surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. You can find Dr. Cody Haugen, Dr. Kirk Mason, and Dr. Becky Perry-Domries at PremierChiropracticND.com. That's our family's choice for chiropractic care in the Magic City, Premier Chiropractic. Too much on that attempt, but was her fingers touched on it? No, it's going to be about a high point, I believe.
You are correct there, Nick. No touch on the Minot High block there.
5-4, Minot leads. Big thanks as well to Roger Ward Moving and Storage. They've been helping with your moving and storage needs since 1942. Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Here in the Magic City, it's Jobbers Moving and Storage at Fargo, Bismarck, and Aberdeen. 6-4, Magents are on top. Minot High can get one here on Century in set number 3. The momentum that the Magents would have, and conversation around the state of North Dakota would certainly be on.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, don't pinch yourself that you want to set. Get out there and keep playing. Play the same game that you played, obviously, towards the beginning of that second set. But really, the beginning of the first set, they played well. Beginning of the second set and finished that second set. Don't be surprised. Get out there and compete.
Goes back to serve. Good swing, just a little bit too much on it. That one's going to go out of play. Century scores the point on the Minot High miscue. It's 6-6.
Yeah, I love that play, though. I really do. They got to establish the middle a little bit more, Minot High.
Blocked at the net by Lamine. She's made the stop.
Yeah, that was a tough ball for the Minot High hitter.
Again tonight, Century without Claire Bauman. She's out of the lineup. Lamine's the one that came in to replace her. She's had a good match so far here tonight. That was Nisley on the kill attempt. Nwankwo sends it over. Comes Nisley again. Sanders to Czar, timed it well, just too much on it. On a play, and Century's got the lead at 7-6.
Good swing. Swing again like that. Lots of great movement on the Minot High side for defense. Century's being much more aggressive on the serve. There it is, right? yeah. Nick Hallberg wanted to go down there and pass that ball there, listeners.
That one got past Lundy. 8-6. Still waiting to hear the story that you started talking about earlier on here tonight about
yeah, it is
celebrating a point too early.
So, and not only just a point, but a match-winning point too early.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You're already feeling that nice swing by Zoe Czar.
Czar puts Minot High back within one. 8-7. Century's on top.
One of the best servers tonight and really all year, Taylor Falcon back to the service line for Minot High.
Falcon, a junior for Minot High. Got that one over. Big dig there on the Nisley kill attempt. Free pass over. Fridley, front row it comes. Clamine, drop shot, puts it in. She scored.
Yeah, good spot. Again, Clamine's doing a nice job tonight, right?
Yeah, really.
Like out of the middle, right? Which then frees up all of these one-person blocks for Fridley on the outside. It really, I think, is probably a Century offensive game plan, which is why I'd love to see Minot High do more of that. Establish the middle, similar to the running game in football, right? Establish that running game so that wide receivers are open with one-person coverage, right? With volleyball, it's the same thing. You got to establish that middle so that the outsides and maybe your setter, right, can do something offensively differently.
Big time kill coming from the far side as that one was sent in from Backman.
I think this is a big point in the match right here with a 2-point lead for Century.
Lundy kept it alive. Free pass over. Fridley went up and killed it, blocked at the net, went on a play. Century registers the point. Maybe even bigger is this one right now as Century looks to see if they can unhook the plow a bit here and go on a run like they did in set number 1 tonight. A teeter-totter match until about this point. in the scoring at set one, and then Century ran away with it. They took a 25-15 victory at set one. Fridley's got the kill.
Good timeout.
Jesse Gertzen from Minot High wants to talk things over. He will. 12-8. Patriots are on top here in set number 3. It's 1-1 on our BNC National Bank scoreboard. It's high school volleyball here on the PSP Network.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
It's water. Boom. Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge.
One on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Here we are at set number 3. Century leading 12-8 over Minot High. And the Patriots have a block at the net that puts some points into play, and it's 13-8 now. Pat's on top.
Yeah, here comes Century's block, which is obviously one of their biggest categories they're leading in the WDA, and was the kind of the difference maker when they went on the run in the set 2.
Smash at the net, kept alive. Free pass over. Here's Lundy, drops it just on the outside of the line, and on a play it wins. Century leads 14-8.
Yeah, I don't mind that play by Avery. I think that's a really smart play. You know, hopefully the next time it goes in. That's what I say in pickleball all the time, too.
See Joy Shurik's here tonight. She looks ready for a pickleball match.
Well, her and I won this morning, so we're feeling pretty good about ourselves.
It seems like a pretty powerful duo for pickleball. That one dropped into the points are scored. Century again as Backman sends it over.
Gertzen called a timeout already, right? Or did he call 2? He called 1, I think.
Well, we have the scoring on the screen for you folks here tonight, but whoever's running the scoreboard at Magic City not keeping track of the timeouts on the board here tonight.
Okay.
So I'm not exactly sure. It's either he's called 1 for sure. He called the last one.
Yeah, I would look, if Grace Sanders doesn't go on a run here, I'd be looking for coach to maybe sub some people in to get some, to get a change of momentum, maybe.
Swing at the net. There's going to be a net violation coming here. Century gets the free point as Emma Palmer crashed into the net. 16-9. Patriots are on top. You want to talk about a team that, again, in our open, we talked about this program and what they've been able to do. Jamie Zastapil in her last 12 years and only 12 years at Century, again, 7 titles for her. Last year, Century, overall, 37-2. They went 19-1 on the WDA. Here comes some of those substitutions that you talked about.
I don't know if coach was listening, but here comes Kaylee Teets, subbing in for Minot High.
Teets is in. Her first look there went off her arms, kept alive from Minot High. Fridley, drop shot, she scored.
Yeah, and I got to give, let me see here. Another timeout. So it's Geneva Ding for Bismarck Century that had the huge run in set 2, and now she's running away with set 3 here with her service. So we got to give her some credit.
Ding, one of those players coming into tonight that had 188 assists, 20.8 assists per match. And when you look at where she's on the list, Ding should be somewhere near the top, I would have to assume, inside of the West region.
Yeah, I'm seeing 4th currently, but again, these stats are
about
at least
old.
A match or a week old. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, she's a powerhouse, and she's pretty fortunate to have the hitters she has.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, you know.
Those numbers always help when you can be the assist leader when you've got somebody that could put it home every single time, it seems.
4 to 5 hitters that really are special offensively. All you really have to do is put the ball up in their wheelhouse and let them swing away. Or let them do something creatively, right?
UPS Store, by the way, brings you the showdown tonight on the PSP Network. They're located on South Broadway in Minot. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, Saturdays, 8:30 to 3. UPS Store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. And again, Northern Plains Heating and Air brings you this matchup tonight as well. They have 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts, as the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. No other place or choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online, northernplains.com. Century's turned the corner, and it's 20 now to 9. Patriots really flexing some muscle here in set number 3.
Yeah, and what they are flexing is their serving muscle and their blocking muscle. They really haven't had to offensively attack much because they've just been so aggressive on the serve.
11 aces for Ding coming into tonight. She put that one into play. Minot High returns it. Ding's going to set it up here. There's Fridley blocked at the nets.
So what happened there, just so you know, Nick, so that was a shoot play by the setter. So what that is that's a faster ball to go to the outside,
okay.
Right? So, and the reason you do that is so that the block of the defense isn't ready. The hitter, Fridley, wasn't ready either, is what happened there. So some miscommunication.
21-10. Century on top. And the communication usually, you just call a play out to get that information. Is that correct?
Usually when you're on serve receive, you call a play off a serve receive, and then you have a free ball play. So what happened there, Century got a free ball play, and my guess is that they had the free ball play called and maybe Fridley forgot. I don't know. Or maybe she didn't get the call from the setter. And honestly, the way I was taught, old school, is it's always the setter's fault. If the hitter doesn't know what's on, it's the setter's fault.
Understandable.
Yeah, and honestly, I love that. I love that responsibility as a setter.
Kind of like a catcher in baseball or a quarterback in football. 21-12.
Right, calling the plays. Yeah, exactly.
Century's on top. This one set up for Nisley.
Good take there by Sanders.
Walklow fires it down, and she's back on the board with another kill. 21-13, Minot High trying to stay alive here in set number 3. 1-1 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank.
I gotta tell you what, like, that's a huge part of Minot High's setter's game is their service. Like, they lead, at some point, I think they might be leading the WDA. It's impressive. Both Duffner and Falcon.
Big one right there. Pulls Minot High within 7, 21-14. It's North Dakota High School Volleyball here on the PSP Network.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before, but that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness. We want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how together we can make a difference.
Duffner back to serve for Minot High, 21-14, Patriots on top.
Nice dig by Sanders there, Nick.
Here in set 3. Minot High has certainly dug and blocked better tonight than we've seen them for the most part on the games that we've broadcasted here on the year. In this showdown tonight, that is.
So there's that free ball play again, right? But that was an inside shoot to, who's 15 out there?
Erica Lee.
And honestly, she was a little bit late as well. So Century on their free ball plays just not executing properly. And here's the deal. That's frustrating for a coach because you get a free ball play. It's supposed to be an automatic kill. especially if you have an offense like Century, right? So if you're giving away points based off of your free ball plays, that's not a positive thing.
Century seems to be maybe just a bit out of sync here. It's set number 3 at this point right now as Minot High's got the run going. Look at that play. Stayed alive. It's going to be called a carry here on the Pats. Minot scores the point. This is a big run.
Yeah, impressed also with Avery Lundy here. She's done that play now twice. I think what she's trying to do is lull that block maybe in, and she should swing away on the next ball.
Fridley. Big dig there coming from Duffner. Free pass to the back. Minot High trying to keep that one alive with Nwankwo, but the points were registered, and it's 22-17.
Yeah, nice little tricky dump there, and now look, so she was back row, right? So she kept her hands below the height of the net, so that's why she was able to do that little dump to 6, the position 6 on Minot High's defensive side.
Fridley on the jump serve.
There you go.
Kill for Lundy, and Lundy brings Minot High back within 4. Well, looking at this matchup here tonight, you wouldn't think this was a 1-versus-7 showdown, would you?
Nope. But it's really all about energy. My energy and execution, and Minot High has done a nice job, but lots of volleyball left.
Net serve there for Minot High, and the Patriots 1 point away from going to match point, set point.
Yeah, kind of a critical miss there.
Brought to you by Serve Pro, 24/7 emergency service. It's Serve Pro. Too much on that. Swing coming from Leah Walter. Now Serve Pro does have set point in front of us here at Magic City Campus's gymnasium at set 3.
Interesting, Serve Pro. Service Pro.
Czar gets the swing to work there as the hand touched it for the Pats. It went on to play at Minot High, not done yet.
No, and really well done executed play there off a service save. Great pass, and there was a bit of a shoot set by Duffner out to Czar, right? Speed up the offense so the block doesn't get there, because Century's block, if they can get there, you're in some trouble.
Walter with the ace. Minot within 4. Minot won set number 2 by a score of 25-20. Century won the first one 25-15. Walter puts that into play. Handcuffed Nisley just a bit. Got it.
Free ball here for Minot High.
Over, and it's on a tee here for
Inside.
Czar. She scored.
Yep. We used to call that a 3, like an inside little kind of a lofty ball. And again, I got to give Minot High credit and Coach Gertzen. He's moving the hitters around, because obviously Century's block was getting a little dominant there.
Minot High is going to move back within 2 now as that one had some English on it.
Timeout. Century, a little pressure here by Minot High.
And it went on to play, 24-22. Jamie Zastapil wants to talk things over as Minot High clawing their way back here at set number 3 tonight.
Broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Back on set point, Minot High put the ball into play. Here's Czar, drops it in. Minot High's going to score. They're within 1 now at 24-23.
Yeah, I give credit to the offensive play of Duffner and Czar, and then I got to give Leah Walter credit here. Like, she is serving, and she's serving aggressively. That's tough to do, right, when your back's against the wall with set point. So nice job.
Walter's got it again. She'll set it into play. On a tee, Nisley. She's going to get the kill and the set point, 25-23. Nisley's got the power, and she brought it there
power.
Absolutely.
Isn't that Snap?
That's a great one.
That's Jock Jams.
That's old
Nick.
Jock Jams, I'm telling you.
Jock Jams won.
25-23. Century takes a 2-1 lead here on the PSP Network. It's high school volleyball. We'll come back with set number 4 with Century on top.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right, 40 power? No. You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability. For all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs, your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
On to set number 4 we go tonight. Century leading in this one by a score of 2-1. Nick Holberg, Dr. Melissa Spelchin on the call here tonight. Well, this one's been pretty entertaining to say the least here at Magic City Campus and Gymnasium. Fair to call this good volleyball here tonight, I would have to say.
Excellent volleyball. A couple moments of maybe struggle, definitely on servicing, but really I haven't seen a whole lot of errors. Like not a lot of hitting errors, not a lot of service areas, so pretty clean volleyball and really just a lot of athleticism, so super fun and cool to watch. A lot of smart volleyball too I'm seeing, like placement of balls. So both teams doing well. Minot High obviously hoping to win set 4 to push it to 5.
Fridley powers her way through with a kill as that one went off the fingertips of Emma Palmer on the outside block.
Here is Geneva Ding, one of the best servers, probably the best. Well, there it is, right? See that ball just drop? Like the legs went out from it.
Off a table without a doubt. Can she do it again?
Best server for Century tonight, I'll just say it.
Speaking of which, let us know who you think. Well, yeah, you're right. There's another example. Another service ace back-to-back for her. Let us know who you think tonight's MVP of this matchup is. You can tweet at us at Network PSP and let us know who tonight's MVP is. Brought to you by Sport Clips. We'll announce that MVP during our Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroad postgame show. Fridley with another kill, 4-0 Patriots.
Yeah, Minot High's got to be really careful here. They can't allow a big lead out of the shoots, bigger than probably 4 or 5. And they're at 4 now, so side out, big side out here.
Big block at the net from the Patriots. On a tee here. Set again, now Fridley. Pushes that one across, comes to Lundy. Goes deep to the back row, but too much on it. 5-0 Century on top.
Yeah, leaders need to step up here.
It's been fun to watch Century tonight and their ability in those pressure cooker situations. Look at that, right to the front row and tip down. Erica Lee, can of corn for her, and all of a sudden 6-0 Patriots. Jesse Gertson up on the Minot High sideline. No timeout coming here from the Magents right now, however. It's been fun to watch Century here tonight. That point I was going to make is that they have so many natural leaders in their lineup that throughout this entire match here tonight, it just seems as if it never even seemed back at set number 2 where they lost 25-20 that they haven't had that leadership and that body language that says, hey, we're still coming after you.
That's really cool that you noticed that, Nick, and who I would give credit for on that is the coach, because if you watch her and how calm she is, right, her emotions don't get high, don't get low, they're just there. And she's giving out obviously some coaching tips at various times, but she's calm. So when you look at your coach, you gain kind of that demeanor from her. And so kudos to Coach
Zastapool. That one's going to go deep from the Pats, but it's going to get back-to-back points. 7-2. The Jets are now within 5 here in set number 4.
Yeah, and here's Duffner, great server for Minot High. And what I noticed up until this point is that Minot High wasn't playing clean. I know I had said that as we started set 4, that there seemed to be a lot of clean volleyball. Minot High struggling here, and so they have to keep balls in play.
Fridley, another one for her. Your thoughts on the outside hitter tonight, Eden Fridley, and her abilities to be able to put the ball down. We'll get those thoughts from you actually when we come back from this timeout. 8-2.
I will hold my thoughts.
Minot High trailing the Patriots from Century. The defending state champions looking for a match victory tonight. They lead 2-1.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Tonight's broadcast again brought to you by our friends at Planet Pizza. They've been proudly serving Minot for over 25 years with the largest laser tag playground in the region. Both watering pizza, delicious chicken wings. Ooh, that's what I had for lunch yesterday. Planet Pizza, they really are out of this world. 701-852-1700. Big kill coming from the far side there, and register the points for Geneva Ding as she sent that over.
Yeah, I gotta say, for a place that's called Planet Pizza, I really love their chicken wings.
Aren't they awesome?
They are great, so kudos to the Muellers on their chicken wings at Planet Pizza.
They may be the best in the Magic City.
Yeah.
I
think I'm a connoisseur.
I think
and
so.
So that's why I head up to Sports on Top at times and get a few chicken wings.
They are delicious.
You asked me about Fridley, and I got to say, what I'm impressed with is a couple things. One, she's steady. She's always in the right place, so her technique is good, and she's talking a lot. And those are 3 really critical things to be a successful volleyball player. And she's grade 11. She's a junior.
I believe that is correct.
Yep, so she's got, a year and a half to get better.
When you look at Century and what they have for seniors, they have Claire Bauman, a senior. They've got Fitterer, that's a senior. Trahan, that's a senior. And we haven't seen much of any of those girls here tonight including Claire Bauman, who's one of the leaders of this volleyball team. She's out with an injury. But you look at what Century's going to be able to bring back to the table next year. It's a pretty scary thought for everybody in the West region and in North Dakota high school volleyball.
Yeah, for you hockey and baseball fans. They seem to have a really good farm system.
Yeah, exactly
right. Like they're growing them constantly. So obviously their JV works really well, and I think probably the head coach is involved in all aspects of that and has a vision. So she not only sees what she currently has, but she has a vision for next year, the year after that, the year after that. That's how you build a dynasty. And she's got one. Somebody that, a team has to kind of pattern that, Nick, to knock them off, right, and create their own dynasty.
11-5, good rally there, but too much on it from the Majettes on that swing attempt from Nwankwo. There's a hard serve put into play that time from Erica Lee. Lee's got it here, sets it up again. Sent over, the kill is there from Addie Clemene, and Clemene, the sophomore, comes in tonight. She's really done a nice job here.
Yeah, we've said her name quite a bit.
7-point lead for the Patriots. They could take a match victory tonight if they could run to 25 before Minot High does here in this fourth set. They lead 2-1. Over it comes, now to the front row. Big block at the net, and guess who? Clemene there again. Yeah. Put the arms up and then a nice executed block.
For a while there I was thinking Geneva Ding was, the top player for the Patriots tonight, but Clemene really is stepping up in set 4 here. I got to give a little bit of credit here to Minot High's Grace Sanders. She's really played well in the back row, both on serve receive and digging. She's gotten to the line quite a bit. So as the 6-back or the middle back on defense, she's really been moving. She's been moving better than I've seen her move in now the 4th match that I've watched Minot High play and color commentated with the great Nick Holberg for PSP Network.
Not an easy position back there for Sanders. Thank you, by the way.
You're welcome.
Front row it comes now, and Nwankwo, hello. Her percentage on the clean kills that she has, when she puts them down, if they're going to get across the net, the chances are that they're going to find the floor in a quick hurry.
Yeah, I watch her and I just smile because she's a happy player out there. Like, she's just such a good joy probably to have on the floor. Keeps things positive, and obviously, again, when she gets kills or blocks, people are fired up about it because she's so athletic. I look to see her really develop her game. If she can get to play some year-round club volleyball and get to some camps in the summer, man, she could be dangerous.
Only a sophomore here for Minot High. One of the players to continue to watch for in the West region. No question about it. There's another one of them, and there's a kill, and another one. Clemene again buries it home. No stats on her varsity line at all this year in 2022. For Clemene, because Claire Bauman's been the one that has played that same position.
Right, and she's leading so many categories. Wow. She's making a case, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
Going to be some
center field, John Fogarty there, just so you know, Nick.
Some tough decisions when Claire Bauman comes back.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Clemene can find a spot in different areas, or maybe she'll be a quicker sub now with how she's played in this match.
Nice play there from Minot High's Falcon, kept alive by the Pats. Czar with some velocity on that one that was dug up here from Century. Patriots score the point as it's down from
number 9 there.
Far side, thank you. It's Backman that put it in.
Yeah, and that was what happened there by Quinn Coast. And we haven't talked about her a whole lot, but she's distributed the ball well. That was a really great set. Because honestly, I thought she was going to come outside, but she did the back set and really caught Minot High even probably guessing wrong. And so really smart play by the setter there.
17-8. Century leads Minot High here on the PSP Network and the BNC Bank scoreboard here tonight. We're at set number 4. Century trying to put it away here tonight. It's North Dakota High School Volleyball on the PSP Network.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
Well, we come back to Magic City Campus's gymnasium. Century scores another point. That's number 18 on the year for them.
Yeah, and that was Addie Colmeen with a block.
She's in our conversation for the player of the match here tonight. Big time kill from Fridley again. Another one of those players that certainly is in that conversation. She's dominated from the outsides here tonight, hasn't she?
Yeah, and again, just steady volleyball play, good execution, good technique, and constantly talking. Seems like a floor leader to me, which isn't surprising with her dad's pedigree.
Sent over from Nisley. Zara across. Zara's going to register the kill. So Zara's got one to her name here tonight. The Minot High at 7-10 overall, looking to see if they could come from behind 10 points here tonight to set number 4 to stay alive. That one's into the net from Zar. Century's turned the corner on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, you know, Zoe hasn't served a whole lot lately, and I'm wondering why. And if you remember at the beginning of the year, she jump served, and she hasn't done that when she has the opportunity to serve. So something must be up there, or it's a coach's decision, right? Put somebody else in the back row to serve maybe more aggressively and also to play defense.
10-point lead for Century. Big matchup last week. Fridley had that one a little too far after she put some muscle on it.
Yeah, maybe a low set there where the timing was off on Fridley's approach.
The big one last week was the matchup with Legacy.
That's a really nice block there. Sorry to interrupt you there, Nick, but that was a really nice, great footwork by Leah Walter, turning her hands in. Because again, that was a really smart set by Coast. But I guess Minot High's block and defense was better.
Minot High back with an 8. Another big block, and the Magets with back-to-back stuffs at the net. Haven't had a whole lot of those here on the season.
No, I think Minot High has probably struggled since the days of like Lindsay Johnson, shout out to her, of having a solid blocking team. So it'd be nice to see some consistency there for Minot High.
Minot High's got the rally on now, back within 6. Anyway, back to that last statement of the big one last week. Century took on Legacy. They both came into that matchup at 9-0 inside of the conference. And Century didn't have any issues that night. They beat Legacy by a score of 3-1. Kind of sit by themselves on the top of the hill in West Region Volleyball. Lundy sends it across.
Nice dig by the libero there for Century. And here she goes. I saw her coming. Who is that? Haven Fitterer. Hello.
Be the play of the game right there.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we didn't call that yet. Yeah, I mean, I could see her coming from position 1 practically all the way over here. Because that was after she had a nice dig on the line. In position 1, she came flying, for you viewers and maybe just listeners, she came flying all the way over to position 5 to get a ball. Nice job.
One of the seniors here in the lineup tonight, and the one that's on the floor right now. Century not having an issue digging them up right now here at 21-14 at set 4. Ball kept alive again. It's going to be a free pass from Nitzley over.
See what Minot High does here.
Walter across.
Yeah, establishing the middle, which I appreciate, but maybe a little late in the match.
Erica Lee buries that one. 22-14. Century on top.
Feels like Geneva Ding's been serving the whole match for Bismarck. Every time I look back there she is.
Put that one in play. She's going to keep this one alive. Fridley across, and Fridley Little lob shot maybe there, and Fridley scores the point to make it 23-14. Stick around tonight for our planning team financial advisors and Shots Crossroads postgame show. Shots Crossroads, home to the famous number 99.
Wayne Gretzky.
What's your go-to at Shots Crossroads?
That.
Is it the 99?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what you do?
I won't tell you at what time of the morning I usually get it. But it is delicious. And just give me a vat of the ranch, could you?
Try the banana cream pie next time you're there. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. Or the ham and cheese balls to start.
Yeah, I do like the ham and cheese balls.
Those are awesome.
Are you buying? I think you're buying. I think that's what you're trying to say.
I think we'll have to.
Spelch, I'm buying you ham and cheese balls at Shots, and then a 99er, and then a vat of ranch.
Big time kill there for Fridley. She deserves a free meal after this one as well. She's been all over it here tonight. Set point brought to you by Serve Pro. It's actually match point as well. 24/7 emergency service at Serve Pro. Here's Fridley trying to put the nail in the coffin here tonight to this West Region showdown. All kept alive. Nisley, and there it is. Century takes a 25-15 win here tonight.
25. Yeah, was it 15? Again, they go quick here with that scoreboard, Nick.
I think it was 25-15.
Yeah, which was the score of set
number one as well.
Yeah.
Century takes 3 sets tonight. Minot High gets one from the powerhouse of the Giants here in the West Region. We'll have our planning team financial advisors at Shots Crossroads postgame show. When we come back here to Magic City Campus's Gymnasium, it's high school volleyball on the PSP Network. We'll break this one down when we return.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Oh, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you have the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right, 40 power?
No.
You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability. For all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs, your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
Century Patriots take care of Minot High tonight, 3-1 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Century improves to 17-1 overall in the year. Still untouched in the West region at 11-0. Minot High is going to fall to a record of 7-11. 4-7 now in the West region. It's our Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Melissa Spelchin. She's got her player of the game here tonight.
Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it. Addie Clemene, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Awesome. Congratulations to you. So you were telling me prior to this interview that this was kind of your first consistent playing time on the Century team. Tell me a little bit about getting to this moment and what you thought about your performance tonight.
Yeah. Well, a couple of days ago, Claire, our starting middle hitter, she got injured. And I knew that it was probably going to be my chance to fill in. So yeah, I was definitely nervous, but yeah, I feel like my team did really well, and yeah, we had a good time.
Wonderful. What would you say was your strongest skills tonight in the match that made you make a difference?
Yeah, I feel like definitely the serve receive, the passes were really good, which allowed like the setters and the offense to really run. So yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Do you have a favorite type of offensive shot that you like to make in a match, or were you able to execute it, do you think, tonight, or do you have some other ideas for maybe future matches when you're playing too?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your offense and what you like to do.
So I like to hit to the right usually, and that helped because that area was open, so I could go there. Our outsides are really flexible. They have really good shots, so I think that helps a lot too.
Wonderful, wonderful. Are you looking to play the next match? What is the condition of Claire Bauman, and what are you thinking?
I think she should be set to go by Thursday for St. Mary's, so yeah.
Well, I think from my perspective, and definitely Nick Hallberg, that you earned some extra playing time in the future from this and really impressed your coaches. You definitely impressed us. Do you owe a steak dinner to anybody? Like, do you owe your setter maybe a steak, or do they owe you? Who do you think owes what here?
Definitely definitely credit to the back row and the setters for just putting a good ball up and allowing us to do our job.
Awesome. Congratulations to you. Enjoy this moment, and remember this match tonight.
Yeah.
Obviously, you came out of your shell and had a chance to play and did really well. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
Fantastic stuff here tonight from Melissa Spelchin and our player of the match here tonight. Brought to you by Serve Pro. Awesome work for her here tonight. And I tell you what, Addie Clemene, obviously deserving of that award here. And I think there's probably some more playing time coming for her, I would have to assume, after what she showed here tonight.
Yeah, here's the deal. If Claire comes back in, takes her starting spot back, which could possibly happen, something happened for Addie tonight, right? You developed confidence, right? She showed her coaches the offensive abilities she has in a big match. And so what I'm thinking is at any moment she could go in now, whether it's in the middle or out in power, and make a difference. And the coaches know that. So, but for a young player, what is she, grade 10 again?
Grade 10,
grade 10 sophomore. For a young player, right, to play a varsity match and play so well and be a difference maker, that's awesome. So great to see a smile on her face, and look forward to watching her play, not just this year, but obviously in future years. Because again, Century does an amazing job of building up their players.
No doubt about it. And we talked about it during the broadcast here tonight about how they don't don't rebuild. They just seem to reload each and every year. And you see that with what they've done in the last 10 years and 7 state championships. And again, a defending state crowd opportunity here this year to defend that crowd. They're really, really obviously pretty talented. Do you see any weakness in their armor at all? Is there an Achilles heel that you can see from this Century team that could cause some issues down the stretch?
Serve receive. Right, they got in trouble in set 2 because Minot High's serve was aggressive. So, calling all teams, I guess, in the future that play Century, you better come with a serious serving game to really put pressure on Century, because then all things seem to be out of whack for them, right? And that's really any team, but Century has so many offensive, skilled players. It seemed that the passing really was the impact. And so that'd be their little bit of weakness. But, again, I see way more strengths, especially with the blocking game that they have. Wow. And that's, honestly, I would say in volleyball, probably in North Dakota statewide, blocking's probably the thing that's focused on the least, and it should be focused on the most. And so for Century, I give them credit.
Think about that. They were without the best blocker in the entire West region tonight in Claire Bauman as well. Time to take a look at tonight's reset of this matchup and how we got to 3-1 as a final tonight. Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads, of course, bring you the postgame here tonight. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online, planningteam.com. And don't forget to get fueled up after the game or the match or the meet, whatever you may be in the Magic City for at Shots Crossroads. Their menu includes the delicious number 99. Order online, shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads. Try the ham and cheese balls and the banana cream pie. I'm telling you, you just won't be disappointed.
In the same, at the same time?
No, you got to have ham and cheese balls at the beginning and banana cream pie at the end.
Oh,
and then something in the middle there.
Oh, like the 99er.
Yeah,
got it.
Absolutely
so
right.
There's your appetizer.
Yes.
Right, your entree. And then your dessert.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Again, I'm not going to tell you when I usually have a 99er, but it's early in the morning, and I don't know if banana cream pie goes so well then. But you know what? I'm going to try it next time, and I'm going to text you.
Tell you. Absolutely, you should. Go. Guaranteed it will be a 10 out of a 10. Set 1 tonight, 25-15. Century took that one to the bank. Set number 2, Minot High, really rallied. They won 25-20, and this place was at volume here tonight. And set number 2 on the home floor of the Majets on a special night with raising some funds for families that have dealt and are dealing with family members with cancer. 25-20, Minot High got set number 2. Set number 3, a barn burner, 25-23. Minot High clawed back. They had some opportunities. Century just flexed the muscle. They did that, taking the 25-23 victory, and they did it as well in set number 4 tonight, 25-15, the final to get to 3-1 here on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. When we come back to our Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show, our move of the game and the MVP of the game will be announced, and then we'll get you ready for the rest of the week on the PSP Network. Finals 3-1 tonight. Century remains unbeaten in the West region.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Oh, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
3-1 Century tonight. Just thinking about Shots Crossroads still.
Yeah, and again, at some point you would think that Matt and Tony Mueller would drop off some chicken wings here. The Minot High Gymnasium. Like, I know that you're connected, and I'm kind of connected to them too. Couldn't they?
Well, I'm going to have to play this clip for them to let them know that they probably should.
Yeah.
We'll come back into our Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show tonight. 3-1, the final Century on top. 2 more orders of business here in our post-game show tonight. So many opportunities for this move of the game, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. One move of the match here tonight. Of every play that we saw here in this showdown, is there one that comes to mind for the move of the match here tonight from Jobbers?
Yeah, and I saw a lot of really good play tonight, but really in set 4 for me, when Haven Fitterer took a dig in position 1. So she's the libero for Century. So she wears the different colored shirt, right? And she primarily plays defense. So she took a dig, and a hard dig, in position 1, which is near where people typically serve. And then it got sent back to Minot High pretty quick. And then the next play, like probably I would say maybe 3 people touched it in between that dig, and then she came flying over towards us and made a dig near the coach's bench. For me, that was the move of the game, and just showing how critical the libero position is and how athletic you must be defensively to help out your team. She really proved that to me in that one play. So I'd give the move of the game to Haven Fitterer, who is a senior. I never talk about seniors. A senior for Century. And obviously, I think she's probably been playing for a couple years here with their mega dynasty they've had in North Dakota volleyball.
That's tonight's move of the game, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you move across town or across the country with locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online, jobberswarehouse.com. It's your move of the game, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. You talk about that, and that's a good segue into our MVP of the matchup, brought to you by Sport Clips here tonight. Century has so many of those players that, like we saw here tonight with the young lady in Clemene that comes in for Claire Bauman, how it just seems like the position is just rotated with somebody else that's a stud that comes in. And Century had so many of those players stand out tonight. Fridley comes to mind for me. Nisley early on in the match comes to mind. I mean, there was plenty of them going here tonight.
Yeah, Geneva Ding served the ball so well.
Erica Lee had some big kills for them.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And Quinn Coast, right? She delivered the ball well as the setter. For me, I would probably, the MVP again would go to Addie Clemene. And not just because she played so well this match, but because she wasn't expected to. And when you're young and not expected to do a whole lot, and you go out there and you do a whole lot, like, that's fantastic. So kudos to her, and she's definitely the MVP. But for me, a player to watch as the season, gets closer and closer to the big tournament time is Fridley. I mean, she's special. And again, she's not special in like some sort of like grandiose, like flashy way. She has great technique. I said it earlier. She had great technique. She's in the right places. And she talks a lot. She's a great communicator. And not enough credit is given to communication in the sport of volleyball. Really, it's the cornerstone of leadership. And as it's the cornerstone of any relationship, period, communication is, but leadership, and especially in the game of volleyball. So kudos to Fridley, Eden Fridley.
Fantastic stuff here tonight. It was a fun one tonight at Magic City Campus Gymnasium. We've got more action on the PSP Network here this week. Scotty K show tomorrow night. Hope you join us for that. Mandan and Minot High swimming on Thursday, and then a triple header Friday. Bishop Ryan and Velva. That's a fun rivalry that we'll have from Velva on Friday night. Century's at Legacy in a big matchup in West Region football. Bismarck High comes to Dwayne Carlson Stadium right up the hill. I'll have the call for that one on the PSP Network coming up later on this week. That's what we've got on the week ahead. Let's put a cap on this one here tonight. Your closing thoughts? Do you have anything other than you're calling shots crossroads right when you get off the
Tony
mic
and
here
Matt
today?
Mueller, get me some chicken wings. First thing I want to say is, again, lots of credit goes to Minot High and their support of Breast Cancer Awareness Month and the money that they raise for those persons who are impacted by cancer. So again, lots of love to persons who have beat breast cancer and their families and what you go through to do that. Lots of love to families who have lost people that they care about to breast cancer. And then obviously our moms have both beaten cancer. So I guess that shows a lot of resilience and the resilience that you and I have. And then for me with, Century, I would go back probably tomorrow and do a little serve receive. If coach doesn't give them a day off. But I do a little serve receive. I think that was really the only part of the match that they struggled on. And then for Minot High, a lot of really good character was shown tonight. To be honest, if they play like they played tonight and continue to get better based off of tonight's play, right? They really have a good chance to surprise some people. Like Century the next time they see them, like Legacy, like Jamestown. I bet that they would have a way better match against St. Mary's if they play like this and get better. Like, that's critical. Like, don't go backwards. Get better. Feed off of the great things tonight that you did and work on the things that need, a little bit more assistance. Great serving game by Minot High tonight. Some really smart offensive shots that I saw them do. A little bit more energy on the defensive side, especially from Grace Sanders. So nice job by her. What I would work on, blocking. And again, serve receive. Serve receive is so critical. And it was something that I mentioned to you at the beginning of the broadcast, Nick, maybe before we were on air, is that it's really not a stat that's addressed, is the serve receive pass. And oh my gosh, it's so critical. So look for Minot High to work on that as well.
I'd second everything that you just said. Certainly.
The getting of the chicken wings.
Yeah, starting with the chicken wings. Where are you at, boys? We need some help. Thanks for your time, as always. It's always
pleasure,
so much
Nick
fun.
Hallberg. Yeah, can't wait to see you again.
Fantastic stuff. 3-1. Century takes the win over Minot High here tonight. Just a blast here in the press box at Minot High. Big thanks again to Dr. Melissa Spelcher for joining us. As always, thanks to all those sponsors. Make sure to patronize those places if you can. Let them know you appreciate what they do for the PSP Network and vice versa. Final one more time tonight. Century 3, Minot High 1 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Century improves to 11-0 in the West, 17-1 overall. Minot drops to 7-11 overall, 4-7 in the West. For Dr. Melissa Spelcher, I'm Nick Holberg, signing off from Magic City Campus tonight. Until next time, have a good night, and God bless.
Oh, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.